Hey everyone, it's Cody.
And Cornell.
We're back with Can't Stop Collective. Today we're going to be reviewing one of our favorite things in this world, One Piece. It's the latest chapter, chapter 823, made by the god himself, Ichiro Oda.
The finest manga in all the seas.
He's a manga man, if you will.
The mangaka of mangakas.
There's a lot of different moving parts to this chapter, so we'll just jump right in. So it starts off with Vivi leaving on her ship to where we don't know yet, but she's accompanied by Hina, Blackgate Hina, who her power, not that it's important, but she can trap dudes. She makes like gates and handcuffs and shit. Cool. I think she's cool. She knows Smoker very well. She's, I guess you can say, an associate of his.
She might join his crew later, actually, because she's just a rear fleet admiral. He's a vice admiral.
Know that. Yeah, okay. So they're being accompanied by the Marines, and we find out that her father's with her, who's the king of Alabasta, King Cobra, and he is suffering from an illness right now. And she's saying he's saying that she needs to get married because he doesn't know how much time he has left. She's not worried about that shit. Yeah. So we find out that they're going to a meeting of 50 of the world's most powerful kings and queens to discuss global affairs. Now, what that means for One Piece is probably one of the biggest game changers that we've seen thus far, to be honest, aside from some wars and, certain people fighting each other, which is always off screen. But anyway, we find out that they're going to this meeting. Happens once every 4 years. So Vivi's father's in a wheelchair and he's looking sick, and they have Vivi's little associate on the side worrying about her just being on the
we have a lot of characters that we haven't seen in a really, really long time.
So many different moving pieces is going to be ridiculous.
Pell.
We find out that Pell's alive, which he was one of my favorites from that arc, dude, the bird guy.
We had to look up who Tina was. We saw her for like 12 seconds during the Marineford War.
She looks cool, but yeah, I had no idea who she was. She fought Luffy. Was it Luffy specifically?
Yeah, she tried to capture him in the same way that Smoker tried to capture him.
No shit, that's true.
And King Cobra Nefertiti, he specifically gone over there because you remember what Robin told him. They had a whole flashback about the pornoglyphs and how it just garners her a lot of enemies, and he wants to know what the pornoglyphs are, what happened, what did the previous king of his country do to the world.
Not to mention the Nefertari clan are one of the only kingdoms that, out of the 20 that decided to stay in Mary Jo and be of the higher order, they stayed in with the regular people, just the average Joes and stuff. So he wants to know what his family did all that time ago and what happened to the world that made it that way. So he wants to learn about the poneglyphs and about what happened with that. And that's some big questions he's asking.
So you see all these people gathering, people who just recently met, such as Don Chinjao, or as they corrected him there, Don Sai, and King Riku, and people we haven't seen in a while.
Probably over 10 years.
Yeah, just
in a long time. We haven't seen that guy that turns into a Doberman that's King Cobra's right-hand man in a really long time. He looks almost the exact same. I'm so happy that Pell's alive. He's just so cool. I really wish that, just like the 2-year time skip, scars make you stronger. Alright?
That's the rule.
If one thing happened in a 2-year time skip, everybody got scars. Smoker got a fucking scar and it looks badass. Everybody got scars. Goddamn character got a scar. Everybody got different scars, and that's awesome. A bomb blew him up, dude. They all thought he was dead. The last time we ever seen him after that was in one of the beginning cover stories that he has, and it's just him, tiny little picture of him in the background. So, and now we see him, and it's just amazing. It's so cool to see that, and I'm really excited to see him again. But it brings us over to the Kano country, and like Cornell said, they asked where Don Chinjao is, and now he corrects himself because it's Don Sai, because he passed the power onto him with his strong ass leg, and he said, where is he? Well, he's not back yet, so he can't really go to the Reverie, and that the war is over. What war? We don't even know. I can't imagine that he means what happened in the Dressrosa arc. That wasn't a war necessarily. They did have a lot of enough moving parts and characters and things happening to where, it could be its own war, definitely, but it wasn't, a set in motion war. Luffy just kind of came over and did his thing, and then, all hell broke loose as usual. So there's apparently some other war going on, but I mean, what could really be going on right now that, they just left Dressrosa,
Yeah. We also see our old friends from Fisherman Island arc preparing to leave, and Princess Shirahoshi.
Wiki Hoshi, as Luffy calls her, doing what she does best, just crying her ass off.
Yeah, refusing to go. Just
saying she can't.
And then her 3 brothers, saying that she has to go, or I'm sorry, her father, King Neptune, saying that she has to go, and they're gonna take it as they don't trust the humans.
Yeah, and all they have to do.
Is it their first time meeting with the humans?
That's a good question.
Because they previously.
Well, there was all that. Yeah, they had a lot of
hate towards.
Hatred towards. Yeah, each one.
So I wouldn't even like who decided. Hey, we gonna join this. How did the information get out?
And they got liberated once again from Luffy right after the time skip. But
they also petitioned to move their country.
Yeah, they cleared the petition. They said they have the go ahead to move their whole country, which is very interesting to me. I'm looking forward to that because I really do like the Fishmen. That's what I liked most about that. Which movie was it? It wasn't Strong World. It was the one with the blind fishman.
Oh, that was
he was part. Yeah, Film Z. He was part fishman. No.
No. That was 3 Days 2 Years.
That's what it was. You're right. It was part fishman, part giant, and I'd really like to see more combinations like that in the future because I think that's just really cool. I never even thought about that. But anyway, she goes on about how Luffy needs to show her the forest, like not even worrying about this giant thing that's supposed to be happening. She, very nearsighted. Kind of, crybaby character, but whatever, that's who she is. She's fucking giant, dude. But one thing we need to keep in mind is that if she goes, and it's looking like she won't so far, but if she goes, she is one of the, 3 major giant, weapons of mass destruction in this world. And she has, from what I remember, did she have the Conqueror's Haki? I want to say she used Haki, she cried real hard and, it happened. I could be wrong. But then we see it brings us over to Wapol, and he has his own kingdom now given to him by the world nobles, and he's already looking to start some shit, dude. He's not happy that people from the Sakura Kingdom are going to be going, and he just wants to start some shit like usual, which I found, it doesn't have to be this way, but almost everybody that Luffy defeats becomes reformed in one way or another. At least on the cover pages that they show. Yeah, which I really like. I really like that. Wapol was evil as shit. It's okay if he's evil still, and I'm cool with it. But he has a Black Drum Kingdom now. I'm sorry, it was the Black Drum Kingdom.
Yeah, it was Black Drum Kingdom. He
it was an evil Drum Kingdom.
He's like Sakura Kingdom, Bolton, fuck them.
Yeah, dude, just we're going to start some shit. He has his hot ass wife, and he has his own little kingdom and everything. Miss Universe, dude. If there's one wife you should have, is Miss Universe. So we see that where Luffy first met Chopper in the Sakura Kingdom, the old Dr. Kureha is trying to bust Bolton's chops to go, and I'm imagining if there's one person that knows a lot about this world, it's Dr. Kureha, and Bolton's all surprised, you can't come with us, what? And she was like, well, you need a doctor anyway, right? So let's go, let's do this, and that's all we see of them.
So her old granny ass.
Still alive, dude, still kicking.
Hops away on that.
She was, 105? when And then it shows us back to the most recent arc, and it shows us Rebecca speaking to Viola about going, and she's like, yeah, you could be my, what was it, woman in hiding, or woman in...
Lady in waiting.
Yeah, lady in waiting, that's what it was.
Which, means. Are we pretending she got kidnapped or dead or something? Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah, I thought he was about to recruit her. He's like, you need to come with me, but he just brought her to her
so
dad.
Glad, because I hate her.
Yeah, I wonder what her dad's doing right now. I don't hate her, she's just... Yeah, she's not great. Yeah. So we see that they're talking about it, so that's another big name that's going to be going to this reverie. And then it brings us all the way to Proden's kingdom with that big boxer king that was in Dressrosa, who's King Elizabello II, which has the dumbest fucking castle in history, dude. It's just him flexing that. That's all it was, dude. And he's talking to King Riku right now, and he's like, dude, I don't need no ship to occupy me to go over there. Let's do this shit. I've been holding this charge fist for 3 months. Let's go. And King Riku's like, dude, this is not a fucking vacation. And Elizabello's just like, why not? Why can't it be a vacation? And so he's excited for it. Yet again, another big name that's going to be there. So we're looking at tons of kings and queens, tons of royalty, both some that don't look as strong as the others, because some look like some straight up killers, dude. I'm sure a lot of them are powerful, but
real weird, eccentric looking folks.
Yeah, I feel like some of them just look like just royalty.
I mean, definitely.
And then we see the king and queen of Goa Kingdom, and we see the lady, and she's all, you know, dressed nice. That's one of them that doesn't look like she'd be super strong, but she probably has a lot of pull, which, I mean, just like how you shouldn't punch any of the the royal celestial dragons. Yeah, you probably shouldn't punch these people either. But then she talks to her husband, who is King Steli of the Goa Kingdom, which is where Sabo was from, which is Fuchsia Island, where Luffy's from as well. And you don't see his face, which I think is very peculiar. He's looking out the window, and he's just like, all right, let's do this. And that's just another, oh man, there's just so many different moving pieces that we're just not going to see why for a while. Okay, so we finally get back to the Thousand Sunny with the Straw Hats, and we're with the crew that is going to Whole Cake Island to meet Big Mom for the Sanji operation. And that crew consists of Luffy, Brook, Nami, Chopper, Pecoms, and Pedro.
And they're still reeling from jumping clean off the zone.
She's telling them where to go, and she's just laying down with the little map bars.
And you'll see Luffy get mad, like, come on, put your back into
where's your energy, guys? Come on. And not phased at all by what the hell he just did. And they're just really, you can still see Brook's soul coming out of his mouth, like, just not recuperated whatsoever.
He specifically said he's never been more happy to be alive.
In comes Carrot, the little bunny mink that we saw on the Zoe arc, and she snuck in, nobody knew, and they're freaking out. They're like, can we please turn this shit back around so we can just drop her off real quick? And then Luffy, being who he is, a carefree spirit, he's just like, man, she's already here, dude. Let's not worry about it. You can fend for your own, right? Whatever, dude. And she's like, yeah, dude, I brought my own provisions. And, you know, I got this carrot bento box. I got my carrot juice. And I got a little snack. Yeah, it's a little carrot, man. So they're like, how long do you think you're going to be out of here for? Like, it's going to take a while. She's like, well, this is going to last me a day. It'll be fine. Obviously, she's never stepped foot off of that Zunisha, the giant elephant. And they're like, dude, we're going to be here for a while, man. Probably a few weeks. And she's like, wow, who knew, like, the ocean was so big, like, it's so huge. And I think keeping up with the whole Alice in Wonderland thing, she was like, wow, it's such a wonderland. And she just said, you know, she's a bunny, a little white rabbit and stuff. And I think the potential for a new crewmate, new member of the Straw Hats is pretty high with her.
Yeah, she's obviously strong, and she adds to the comedic part of the crew.
Yeah, she's already, I think, merging well with these cats, because the first thing she does, Luffy's like, you can stay, it's fine, and she bites into her carrot. She leaps at this dude. I mean, she goes ham on him.
I feel like observation hockey just works for it once.
Yeah, no hockey on his throat, no observation. I mean, you can still get caught off guard, dude. And she goes straight for his jugular, and they're like, oh, everybody's just taken back, like, holy shit, what? Why? What? And they're like, dude, it's fine, just pat her on the head. And she's like, on his neck, and she just rubs his head. He just rubs her head, and she's docile, cute little bunny that she's always been.
Even like the rubber element of his devil fruit should have made.
Yeah, it didn't stretch or nothing. He was just like, ah. And Chopper was just like, holy shit, dude. She almost just like took out Luffy. That was intense. And I just think I like her character. I like the people from Zoe. I love the minks, man. They're so cool and so interesting. And it's just, I think if and when we get a new member, that it shouldn't be a male necessarily, just because we have a lot of male characters. We have 2 female characters, which are Nami and Robin, and I just think that they could definitely go along with some more female power in that. I mean, if you know my stance, I like strong female characters. It's just, it makes it.
Oda admitted they did not get it like the female characters.
Did he? Yeah. I mean, he knows his weakness. If anyone would, it'd be him, man. He's been doing this for almost 16 years now. But I think it's a very good thing if she'd be a part of it.
And maybe they could explain that whole lightning thing that they got going on.
Yeah, when if you notice in the page, when she attacked Luffy, they had little lightning strikes behind her.
Yeah,
So
that's not the first time it was done.
not even close.
She got the first mink to do it, so.
And the first thing that happened when they got on Zunisha was Zoro tried to swipe it, and she just, floated right above his sword attack. I mean, everybody, big number one badass Zoro, dude. I think it's a testament to her strength and how capable she is of handling herself. When she wanted to take a better view of the whole island, she just jumped real high. I like that, dude. That's really cool to me. So she has animal senses. I think she would just be an all-around, she'd bring a good dynamic to the team. And so meanwhile, Pedro doing what Pedro does apparently, and just jumping to the highest spot ever with nobody noticing. And he gets on top of the Thousand Sunny, and then he gets a newspaper from one of the Pelicans, and he said, "Wow, there's a pretty big front page article, man." And it just shows that, or a giant revelation that Dragon's HQ is just tarnished, is just destroyed.
Yo, a place that's been hidden for years.
We just found out about
years is already like done. And we left at the end of the chapter with cliffhanger
and questions.
You can even see the pictures of Dragon and Sabo on there at the bottom.
Front page, man. But my thing is, we know Blackbeard has power. Kuzan, right, with the ice powers.
Mm-hmm.
He is affiliated with this group now,
supposedly.
Which is fucking devastating, dude. That's ridiculous, dude. If there's one person you want on your team that, aside from everything you already have, which is 2 powers, 2 really good powers, is you want Kuzan on your team. So my thing is, the last thing we heard from Dragon was that he was like, "Screw it, dude. Let's just collect, the big dogs of the revolution. Let's bring them all right here, dude." So I'm guessing, just like Punk Hazard, just because the island itself got devastated doesn't necessarily mean that anybody got defeated, or we don't know what happened. It just got devastated. Obviously it's the HQ, but that doesn't mean anything negative or bad per se for the actual revolutionary army. So we're just gonna have to see.
Yeah, and that's it for this video, guys. I do want to take the time to thank everybody for subscribing and watching and liking all our hard work that we've done so far, and we appreciate it. And we're gonna just keep putting out quality content, and we just hope that y'all stick with us.
We're just starting, man. We're just gonna get better and better as we go. We're trying to upgrade everything one thing at a time, man. So just stick with us, and we're not gonna disappoint.
Comment, like, and subscribe, and y'all have a nice day.
My girlfriend, bro. Doing it. Oh Lord. It feels so complicated.
Your hair is kind of sticking up from in the front.
Skirt, skirt. Water whipping. Why I ain't recording yet, but Oh, put that recording. How long this shit been recording?